next to our chair, by our chair, to get warmed up. All right, so we're going to stand in mountain, finding our feet, working our way slowly up our body to activate and align. Shoulders, once we get up there, come back and down. And we're not going to like press through our fingers in this mountain. We're just going to let our chest remain open and just let our hands hang toward the floor. Checking in with the back of our neck, nice and long. We're going to feel that breath begin to fill our belly and our chest. Just letting our body talk to us for a few moments at the beginning of class as we breathe and bring our awareness here. Reminding you all as I lead you through class today to do what feels right to you, to modify when you need to. And to feel good when we're done with practice today. Letting our bodies soften as we think of different parts of our body from the crown to the feet. And when you've traveled all the way through with your inner gaze, just bring a hand to the heart and a hand to the belly. Take a couple breaths here and tune into your inner wisdom, finding your words, your thoughts for your intention. I have a long list of people who need my intentions today, so let's just do a few more breaths than normal. Let's take 6 breaths, finding your own personal intention and sending it out to those you know who need it. Here we go. Beautiful. And then bring yourself right here. Open those eyes. We're going to start by warming the legs today. So we're going to do pick up one leg 3 times. You can hang onto your chair or not. Then pick up the other leg 3 times. We're going to rotate through that for a few, just lifting as high as we're feeling comfortable. You can hang on, of course, if you need to or want to. One more time on the 3 on each side. And now just alternate 1, 1. Beautiful. Warming up those hip flexors, warming up those legs. Couple more. All right, feet. Hang on if you need to. Again, we're going to roll up onto the ball, back onto the heel. It doesn't really matter how you breathe on this one. I like to inhale up and exhale back, but as long as you're breathing, it's not always each movement with a breath here. That would be too quick for me. See if you can lift a little higher. Wake up those calves and the back of those ankles. I can even feel my quads work when I get high. All right, we're going to pause, lifting the heels. And we're going to breathe here. Beautiful. Now sink it back and sink lower and come into a chair-like position, resting your weight at your heels. One more time. Lift it up, balls of the feet. And rock it back. Chair, weight to the heels. Nice job. full body movement now. Arms come up and we sink it down. Moving chair. You can rock on those feet if you want. One more. Beautiful. All right, now we're going to start with a little movement for our hips. So we're going to start with circles. So standing on your whichever leg you want to start with, whatever's closest if you need to hang on. Lift that knee up and circle. We're going to go both directions 8 times. Big circles. And then the opposite way. And because we're working on loosening up that hip flexor and warming up the body, if you need to hang on, it's totally fine. I might follow my own advice here if I keep tipping over. Okay, other side. And opposite direction. Excellent. All right, so we're going to run in place. So you can make this just the bottoms of your feet, or you can pick up your knees, whichever you choose. Just really want to increase our cardio, our breathing a little bit here, and really warm the body. Shaking out those arms, wrists, elbows. A few more here. Okay, and release. All right, let's tune into the upper half now. So we're going to take our arms up, reach up, stretch up, and then let's exhale out. Again, inhale up. Interlace, lift, reach, stretch, grow long. Exhale out. This time we're going to add a lean. We take it up, interlace or just reach, lean, and lean. Keep going. Breathe in and just lean in side to side. Excellent. Back to center, sink it to chair. This time we're going to add airplane arms. So taking our arms behind us, palms face the floor. If you want to add on here, take some circles with those arms. Nice. And circle the other direction. Beautiful, and release. All right, cactus arms. So we're going to take, so when you stand with your arms out like cactus, palms facing away from you for right now, I want you to tune in between your shoulder blades and really draw the tips of the shoulder blades back, opening your chest. I can feel the strength in my arms as I draw back. I can feel my chest open. So we're going to take those elbows now and we're going to bring them towards each other forward, stretching and warming across the shoulder blades, and then draw them back. So we'll say standing cat-cow, but I'm not sticking out my belly too much. I'm trying to do most of the work through my shoulders and chest. So we exhale, elbows towards each other, inhale, open, like we're doing a cow. You can gradually add on a little more movement for your belly if you want, but I want that action right now between the shoulder blades and to the chest. 3 more. Beautiful. Let's take our hands to the tops of our shoulders. We're going to try to keep from our hips down, solid, and we're going to twist from the belly. So it's a little movement to start. Hips point forward, knees point forward. From the belly, we're twisting. Feel Doing things a different way helps us feel in our body where we might be tight and not know it. 2 more each way. And back to center. Okay, so we're going to inhale our arms up and we're going to lean with our twists, or lean to the side with our exhale. So we're going to go up, choose a side, not lean, but twist. I'm sorry. So twist one way. So we inhale back to center, twist the other. So we're combining movement with arms and twisting from that belly, trying to keep our hips forward. Two more each way. And last one. And back to center. So I can feel that in my back. So we're going to now take a downward facing dog with the back of our chair. We're going to walk our feet back, lower our heads, straighten our legs and straighten our arms and stretch. So keep sticking your butt out, maybe even walk your feet backwards as your spine gets longer and your gaze transfers down toward the floor or toward the feet. And we breathe. Nice lengthening stretch for the spine and arms. Now giving you the option to go lower to the base of your chair or to take it all the way to the floor in a forward fold. You decide. Try to add a little more hamstring stretch to this. Those of us touching the floor are going to go halfway up and extend. Those of you might want to walk your feet back who are using the base of the chair just to stretch out the spine a little more here. And then back to that deeper hamstring stretch, forward fold, base of the chair or floor. Maybe you're ready to go lower. Pressing up from the floor, put a bend in your knees and take it all the way up, reaching up overhead. This time we lean, interlace those fingers and lean. Reach out, stretch the whole side of your body. Come back to center when you're ready and reach the other way. Beautiful. Back to center. All right, a little arm work here. We're going to reach those arms out to the side and we're going to do our circles. You can take your feet however you're comfortable. A little wider than hips distance might feel good. Start those tight, tiny circles forward. So now we're thinking about those arms, strengthening the muscles in the arms, breathing deep and full. Nice, tight, tiny circles. Take them the opposite direction. Really reach through those fingers. You know the arms are fired up when you're reaching through the fingertips. And shake it out. Okay, we're going to go bigger shoulder motion. So think about your own body and modify how you need to. You can do it this way. You can do it, or you can do it full arms. I'm going to go full arms today, but if you want to keep your hands at your shoulders, that works too. 8 circles each direction. Here we go. Beautiful. Let's draw an elbow across, stretching that out now that we warmed it up. Take your gaze opposite the way you're pulling your elbow for a beginning neck stretch, and then come back to center and take it deeper for that arm. Nice. Other side, draw it across, take your gaze opposite the elbow, and deeper. And release. All right, we're going to use the chair to stretch the back of our legs. So I'm going to turn mine around and use the base of the chair. We're going to do dolphin arms. So we're going to stay off the wrists. When we do dolphin arms, we bring the palms together and we use our forearms to give us some support. So dolphin arms here, making a triangle on the pad of the chair, and then walking our feet back till our legs are as straight as they can be and pressing our heels down. So this should be a back of the leg stretch. Then if you want to add on to it, you're going to lift your hips and lower your head down between your triangle and your arms, feeling more like a dolphin, actual dolphin pose, stretching the back of the legs, but also feeling some work in the shoulders. So we're going to take 3 more breaths here. Beautiful. Stepping forward with your right leg, put it right next to the base of the chair. You can use the chair to hang on. We're going to scooch that left leg back and take a deep stretch for the left leg, pressing the heel down. One more breath. I feel this in my calf. Okay, then we're going to step forward with the left and bring the right one back. Press that heel down so you got a good bend in the front knee. Hips are as level as you can get here, and we're pressing down through that back leg. Mine's the right leg. Searching for a calf stretch. 5 breaths. Excellent. Rock it forward. Switch again. This time we're going to go into a lunge. So if you need the back of your chair for support and you want to turn it around, great. If you don't need it, you can just use the base of the chair to lift your spine up, coming into your lunge position, knee over ankle. You can add one arm up to the sky or both arms up to the sky, or keep your hands a little more centered at heart center for balance purposes. It's totally up to you. 5 breaths. So as we lift our torso up, you should feel that pull on the front, or on the back leg, the front of the back leg. That's the hip flexor lengthening. Beautiful, and now we're going to switch. So take a moment to pedal it out if you need to. Switch legs, getting into good position. On this side, heel lifted if you can for more of a crescent lunge versus a warrior 1. Take your arms up, lift your torso. Find your stretch and strength here. And that's big stretch along the front of the back leg. Beautiful. Rock it forward, stretch it out. Maybe take a downward facing dog or a forward fold or both. Beautiful. Taking it back up now, we're going to step that right foot in. And we're going to spin that back foot down, coming into our warrior 2. So I've mentioned recently in a couple of classes to find your balance. Where does the heel intersect on the back foot to make you feel like your weight is centered on both feet and you're balanced? Mine is at about my arch. Once you get those legs right, reach the arms out. Try to get level with those arms. Maybe even look back at your back arm and make sure it's not tipping. That also helps you distribute your weight equally to both legs. The front knee, even if it wants to turn in toward the big toe, open it up to the little toe side. You can really focus in here on what the different parts of your body are doing. Hips and heart are going to go left. Arms and knee, front knee are going a little more right. Now, with the support of the chair, you can either put your right hand on it and reach the left one over, coming into more of a side angle, or you can make it more core work and take both arms out over that right knee. Your choice. 4 breaths. Excellent. Reach for that chair. Work yourself back to a stretch in downward facing dog or forward fold, and we're going to switch sides in a moment. Coming back up, now it's the left leg's turn to be in front, and we walk that right leg back and find our balance and our position for the warrior 2 legs on this side. Remembering to equal out the weight, stretch out those arms. Remember all those little cues. Knee goes toward the little toe side of the foot, hips and heart turn to the right, and we breathe. Very nice. Going to take it to the side angle, either using the chair and reaching the arm over the ear or reaching both arms out over that left knee. Beautiful. Reach for the chair, stretch it out. Beautiful. And take it all the way up and shake that out. All right, we're going to do the back of the chair again if you need it for balance. Just going to do the rest of our standing balance stuff, and then we're going to go seated and do some more serious stretching. So, and maybe some core. Okay, so from the standing position, we're going to work on our trees. So every day, every time we step on the mat, or in this case not on a mat, but just every time we work on balance, it can be a little bit off. So I want you to feel where you are today and then decide if you want to add on any movement of any kind. So it's okay to hang on, it's okay to try not hanging on if you feel solid, and it's okay to add movement and wobble because we're trying to work on our core. So standing on right leg, let's take left toes out to the side. Work on that knee going out to the side and work on finding that center line of our body as we put our left leg into position against the right. Find our balance, find our focal point, and then decide what do we want to challenge ourselves with. Maybe this is it, but we breathe. Two more breaths. We're going for 10. Oops. And release gently. Nice work. I saw some great arm movement. Great balance today. Okay, opposite side, standing on that left leg, take the right toes out, work our way to our tree, finding that center line of our body, finding our focus, focal point, and then here we go. Two more breaths. And we bring it in and release. Okay, we have the chair next to us. So we're gonna try something today. I just wanna work on those hips a little bit before we go to seated and stretch them more. So we're gonna do that, the same thing we've done in class before where we've worked on swinging our leg. So that means you're gonna have to get towards the front of the chair. I encourage you to hang on for this one because I really want it to be about adding some mobility to our hips. So if you're hanging on with your left hand, you're gonna stand on your right leg. Bring our left leg out in front. We're just going to stand on one leg for a moment, straighten the leg out, and flex the foot. So it may not be a huge lift of the leg, but we're just going to make sure that it's really warm here. And then we're going to take it and we're going to swing it. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Right foot stays solid. Beautiful. And bring it back. Shake it out. Let's try the other side. So first we start with our right leg out in front, flexing that foot. Space to swing it, don't forget. And now we're going to swing. Breathe. I don't know about you all, but I sure can feel this. And release. So what I'd really like us to do is one more set of those. Back to the first side. Back to the right leg. Left foot comes out. We flex. Maybe this time you lift a little higher so your quad working to hold that leg up. And here we go. Swing. We're not just swinging and letting it fall. We're swinging it out and drawing it back. Two more. And release. Shake that out and switch sides. Final time. Just add this to the list of the things we should work on at home when we have some extra minutes. Take that right leg out. Flex. And swing. Two more. And release. Woo! All right. It's time to take it to seated. So we're going to come into our chair, but not for long because I want you to work on a little bit of core work to get out of the chair. So remember, you have options here. I'm going to show you some different levels. You want to make sure you're towards the front of the chair, of course, to get up, but yes, Rachel's already working on it. So you can go 2 feet up without the aid of your hands. You can use your hands to help you up. You can go 1 foot up. So I want us to do 20 of them. You can do them and break them up however you want. Use your hands, just use your legs, rock that core up, or you can do one leg at a time 10 times, okay? So start it seated. This will get us a little sweaty. That's okay. And if you don't do 20, you do however many you can do. You ready? Here we go. Nice. All right, other side for me. Nice work. I see you, Rachel. Woo. Excellent. That was 20 for me. You did it. Awesome job. All right, come to the edge of your chair. Take those feet wide. We're going to do some sunflowers. So we're turning the toes out. Make sure you're balanced on your chair, stable. We're going to go inhale up. And we're going to bring it out and down. Nice full breaths with emotion. Inhale up. Slowly exhale it down. One more this way. And we're going to add that rotation. We're warmed up now, so maybe it'll feel differently. Choose a side. Circle it around. You're going to feel your hips, the shift of weight as we circle. And then let's go 5 the other direction. Beautiful. Coming up, cactus arms. Knees are wide. We're going to take right over left and either do a hug or a full wrap for some eagle here. Tilting those elbows out, trying to get our best stretch. And we haven't done a lot with our neck today, so if you need a little side to side or up and down with a chin motion, go ahead and do that, or even ear to shoulder. Whatever feels good for your neck. One more breath here. And release. Shake those arms out. We're going to do the other side. Wiggle those legs around if you need to. Coming back to your cactus arms when you're ready. It's left over right. Whatever kind of wrap you find today. Tilt those elbows out. Get the stretch across your shoulders. And breathe. Last breath. And release. All right, taking the stretch where we reach, take the knees wide. Put our hands to our knees, take the knees wider. Lower our shoulder and take our gaze. Big twist to the side. Away from the leg that you're turning away from. We're pressing that knee away and we're twisting. Changing sides when it feels right. Should be a shoulder stretch. Lengthener. Inner leg might feel it as well. Go back and do each side again. All right, we're close, maybe close to the floor here, or a block, but come forward. See if you can rest your hands on the floor. Lower yourself down and really get like a wide-legged forward bend feel. Neck is loose. Shake your head yes and no. We're going to add that twist where we plant a hand and open up. I watched myself in a video from yesterday, and I have some work to do on stacking my shoulders, that's for sure. So do your best to get that hand up to the sky, opening the chest. I figure as long as we can feel a stretch, opening the chest and aligning the shoulders, we're doing well. One more time each way. And back to center. Walk those feet in so you're in a forward fold in the chair. Feet are in front of you, about hips distance apart. And you're pressing into that floor here. Stretching out your back. We're going to slide ourselves up with the next inhale. Bring those arms up. Interlace if you can. And take a lean each way. And then we're going to push ourselves back to the back of the chair. And we're going to work a little bit on our hips and glutes. So first thing we're going to do is give a little love to our feet now that we've used them quite a bit today. So we're going to send our right leg out. If you have your strap, if anybody wants to use the strap around the foot, grab that strap. This will also be a little bit of core work because we're trying to straighten the leg out, flex, get a stretch, but also activate our abdominal muscles here. So let's start with the right leg. Take it out. You can hang on or not hang on. We're just going to breathe here. Let that stretch happen. Try to lift the back of the leg a little bit off the chair if you can. One more breath. Now we're going to point and flex, point and flex. You can use that, do that with your strap as well, I think, a little bit. And if you're able to circle, take that around in a circle, loosen the ankle, and replace to the floor. Okay, other side. We take the left leg out, flex, lift, feel our abdominal muscles, and I also feel my quad on the left leg, assisting me in lifting this leg up. We breathe. And we try our pointing and our flexing. And our circling. And release. I like to wiggle it out. All right, we're going to start a little pigeon-ish move here. So we're going to take our left ankle above, up. So it might be the cross. We've talked about this before. It might be more like you're crossing your legs to feel the stretch. Or it might be more like a seated figure 4. Active foot if you can. Knee is going down toward the floor for that stretch. So just start there. Feel what it feels like to take the action of your hip and knee to press it down toward the floor. If that's enough of a stretch, stay here. If you need more, lift that leg. Keep it in front of you though. Don't let it get out to the side. Keep it right in front of you. Take a deeper stretch. Okay, from wherever you are now, we're going to reach around the left knee, and we're going to lift that toward our chest, and then we're going to twist toward that knee. That should fire up a glute stretch on the left side. See if you can move that knee, pull that knee a little to the right if you need more to get a glute stretch on the left side. My glutes are always needing a stretch. Even more than my hips lately. Beautiful. Bring it back to center and switch legs. Right ankle either crosses over or comes to that seated figure 4. We flex the foot, activate the foot, check in with that right knee. My right knee could use a little help in getting down toward the floor, so I'm going to stay up here for a moment and just gently press on this knee to loosen the outer part of my hip where it's tight on this side. But if you are ready to pick up your foot more in the middle to get your best hip stretch, go right ahead. One more breath here. And then we're all going to reach for the knee. Remembering to draw that knee up toward our chest, but also over to the left as we twist to the right and try to find a right glute stretch. I like this one. All right, back to center. We're going to scooch a little bit out to the edge of the chair and do some cat and cow now that we're completely warmed up. But first, I want you to reach back so you're scooched to the edge of the chair. Feet are on the floor. You're going to reach around the chair base or the back of the arms, and you're going to curl back, open the chest, curl back, and I want you to just lean your weight away so that the arms are stretching, the chest is opening, and you can feel that trench build between your shoulders as you use your power to draw back and make the trench a little deeper. Couple breaths here. Beautiful. Now lift it up and we're going to do some cat and cow. So you have options. You can rest your hands on your knees and you can do cow and cat. You can hang onto the sides of the chair and let it help you do cow and cat. Or you could even use the back of the chair again, the arms of the chair. You decide. We're going to do about 5 of each. So big breaths. Beautiful. And now we're going to twist, a deeper twist, and we're going to hold it. So you can move back a little bit if you need to. We're going to choose a side, it doesn't matter which one. We're going to make sure we twist from the belly. We're going to maybe use the back of that chair to help us get a little further around. The last thing to come around should be our gaze. So we're going to feel the whole thing from our belly button, from our side, from our spine, and then from our shoulder, and then we turn. And maybe we feel it in our neck. Holding here, 3 more breaths. Beautiful. Coming back to center, we're going to go the other way. So I woke up with a headache again today. I'm hoping this massive amount of twisting here is going to help me feel better. Twist it out. Again, from the belly, last thing to come around is our head. And we breathe. One more breath here. And take it back to center. Scooch to the back of your chair. Hands rest in your lap. We're going to take some neck stretches here. So we're going to start with a side to side, as if we were turning our gaze, but I like to close my eyes so I can feel it. One more. Now I'm going to go chin down and chin up. One more. Now choose a side, bring the chin to the side of your shoulders. Choose a shoulder, I should say, and then bring it down and around so it's a half circle. One more time. Boy, my neck makes a lot of noises. Back to center. Now, turn an ear toward the shoulder, and if you want to add on, take your hand, the side that you're leaning to, that hand, and gently draw your neck, your head down to stretch your neck. Don't stay here too long. I feel like I get stuck if I do. So when you're ready, take it back to center and take it to the other side. A little help from your hand if you need it. We're going to do it one more time each way. Come back to center. Hands rest in the lap. We sit up really tall. Close our eyes lightly. Tune into our bodies. Flood our bodies with some love and appreciation for the movement, the balance, the strength, the range of motion, whatever we were able to do today. As always, I am honored to be your guide, and I'm thankful that you're here. If you haven't signed up for October yet, please do. Let's bring our hands into heart center. Namaste to you all. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day and week if I don't see you, but most of you I will see tomorrow.